Hi guys, this is Agar with my first Let's Play, Haven and Hearth. This game is a complete sandbox game, which means you can destroy the environment around you for resources and create a massive village or a gigantic farm or pretty much anything you can think of. For more info, just check out their website by looking up Haven and Hearth on Google and it's the first result. I'm going to be creating a character and going through making a settlement and maybe even later asking people to join it from the comments. This is also kind of a tutorial for those who need it, because this game has a massive learning curve, and a lot of people have trouble learning it. So, let's get started. First, just click on the new character button, which it's kind of obvious. Just wait for it to load. Anyways, now you're in the starting area. The starting area is pretty much where you can choose your name, gender, and where you want to spawn. First of all, let's just go through the basic menus to get you started. Wait, let me get my, okay. First, just right-click on the guy with the blue hair, and click him again to become a girl or a guy. Just switch between those two, whichever one you want. Anyways, now you can see this is a kind of a profile picture that you might want to put as an avatar in the forum or something. It has really no effect besides just looking cool. This is your health bar, which has soft, I believe, hard, and maximum hit points. They're a bit detailed to go into right now, but I will be explaining them later on. This is your stamina. It shows how much you can do before getting tired. It automatically regenerates out over time. You can also regenerate it because by drinking water. It allows you to run, which really drains stamina really quickly. Anyways, you'll see how that comes into play later on too. This is your hunger meter, which is also, as you guessed, comes into play later on. All of these bars pretty much have no effect right now at the moment in the starting area, and it's kind of hard to explain them immediately because they have no effect on you right now. Later on, they become a really important part of the game. This has absolutely no effect on the game whatsoever. You don't do anything with it. These are your different moving speeds. Crawl, you have to move this fast when you're carrying stuff, certain things. You'll see that again later on. This is just walking, a bit faster. Oh, this happens sometimes. You just kind of freeze up and don't move for a while, and then you just snap into place. Okay, anyways, that's jogging, and this is sprinting, which kills your stamina. As you can see, it's already a fifth gone, which is insane. I was running for like 2 seconds. Anyway, so now we're going to go into this. This is for seeing different types of claimed land, such as claims, which they're really called claims, and villages. And these are messages which just show the general type of notifications, like somebody logged on or something. This is your area chat, which I don't know how much you'll be using, but it just shows in the general vicinity of where you are. And these are quick keys, allow you to set certain one of these buttons over here, and allows you to automatically go there really quickly. This is your inventory. You just left click on it to open it. A backpack expands this quite a lot, so we're going to be making a backpack as soon as possible. Once you just close that, and this is your equipment menu. You can drag equipment onto it. I'm going to show you. First, right click this chest, and you might want and just click on your equipment and put it in. A really quicker way is hold the shift key and then just click on the items and they automatically get transferred onto you, which is really useful, and you'll be using it 99% of the time. Anyways, you can do this the same way for equipment. Just click on it and wait. It doesn't seem to be working. Okay, let me just pick that up. Well, anyways, I don't know what's not working for me. Anyways, you can just click and put on your armor automatically, or automatically by shift clicking, which is not working. That's really weird. Anyways, just click like you would with the inventory, and I have to find the spot for the shirt. Huh. Okay, there. And then just put... Where did my pants go? What? There are no pants? Oh. Excuse me for that. Here are the pants. Just put on the pants. Just want to put on the end. Okay. There we are. And finally the shoes, which goes somewhere. Okay, there we are. It's a bit confusing. That's why shift click is a lot more useful, and I don't know why it's not working right now, but anyways, let's just organize our inventory a bit more. These are loaves of bread, which really come in handy for hunger. You'll get hungry a lot, so these are really useful for your first source of food. These torches will help you see in the dark. Oh, speaking of which, this is the daytime meter. A day, I believe, is 4 hours, and a night is 4 hours in real life. So when this goes down, it gets really dark sometimes, and then it goes up and it becomes light. So it's pretty obvious. So we don't really need the torches right now because it's the middle of the day. So this is your fishing pole. You don't really have anything to attach to it. That's a beautiful dream. They are for building certain objects, such as a hearth fire. That's one thing. Anyways, now we have our basic character. So that was the equipments screen, which I just got off track. Anyways, now we have the character sheet, which is probably the most important menu of the game, besides your inventory. These are your attributes. They are gained by eating different types of foods, which boost them based on their quality. This will make sense later on, but strength, that determines how easy it is to destroy something, or it determines how good you are at combat. Agility, I believe, is how fast you travel, and each of these have their own benefit to what they can do. Like psych, I believe, has to do with making certain items, such as rings. They boost their quality. It's just a bit confusing. Anyways, base attributes are boosted by eating foods, and skill values are boosted by using LP, which you gain by building certain items and crafting. So each of these have, it's kind of obvious what they help you do. Well, some of them are. They just kind of boost the quality of whatever item is related to that. So sewing makes your items, your clothes, better quality when you craft them. Smithing, it makes what you pretty much craft on out of metal better quality. And personal beliefs. This is a personal beliefs page. These each give your own benefit, such as so first thing you want to do is just put this to the left. This helps you get faster attributes for these, and helps you get more learning points, which help you out and later on in the game. So it gets quicker as the further you get to here. These kind of boost how fast you can change your personal beliefs. So I have 20 hours left until I can change it again, which the first thing you want to do is get this all the way to the right as soon as possible. This only comes into effect when you have a dead character. Other than that, it's pretty much not worth bothering unless you have a good dead character that died and it's your ancestor, so we won't be going into that unless we die. This is your skills page. I forgot to mention this. Each of these skills allows you to do a new thing, such as lumberjacking allows you to cut down trees, hunting lets you capture stuff like rabbits, which we will be getting soon, pottery, make stuff out of clay, foraging, get different materials you find and plants you find on the ground. It's just kind of goes, you get whatever you want, but first we need the basic skills before we can actually go into detail about making stuff like silk making. which I'm not even sure if we'll be making in this tutorial. So now let's go into the kin list. The kin list just shows, basically it's like a friend list in other MMOs. You if you don't know, that's just pretty much an easy way to keep in contact with the people that you don't, maybe are in your settlement or something. This also comes into play with claims and who you want to let onto your claim, which we will be going into claims when I make one myself. Finally, we have options, which just kind of shows what you want to do with your screen and make it look better. You can go into full screen. You can change the camera style. We won't be messing with this right now. You can change it if you want. Anyway, so the first thing we want to do is not the first thing. Okay. Anyways, just go into the adventure menu, and then let me back up. Okay, this is where you do crafting and building, and basically anything to do with basically it's the main focus of the game. Is pretty much you do everything here. Adventure, kind of skills that you do in the wild, that you're not really going to do this much in your base unless you're building a fire, which we're going to first click on this and drag this over to number 2. Drag lift to number 1. Drag dig to number 3. Drag just drag destroy to number 4. And criminal axe to number 5. And travel to your hearth fire to number 6. We already filled up a lot of hotkeys, but these are all useful hotkeys that you will be using a lot. Besides dig, we're gonna replace that. Okay, this is your build menu. It's building objects that you actually can, kind of external objects that you can pick up over your head and stuff. Besides construction, we don't have anything besides these 2 things, which really don't come in effect yet until we have a village going, which we don't have yet. So this also comes with different carts and boats that you can make that will be expanded once we learn more specific skills. This will open up a lot more than just these 4 categories and such. So this will have houses in here with carpentry and stuff like that. Containers, this is just basic containers that we can store stuff in. They're basically places to store your stuff. There's a lot more types of these. We don't have the skills yet for them. Skills come in a lot really handy, but you'll stop noticing them a lot once you have a lot of the skills down. Like, once you get a lot of skills, you just won't really think about skills that much unless you're getting in something like more. A lot of this game has to be explained as you go. It's kind of hard to explain from this point. This is your furniture that goes inside houses and such. So torch posts, beds. We'll be using those as well. And combat, I'm not even going to that right now. That's a whole another subject that you have to describe. Once we get hunting, then I'll describe it. I don't even understand it fully myself. So, crafting menu. This is where you make your internal objects that you store in your inventory, such as you can craft, like you can bake bread, craft torches. All these things can be crafted besides the beautiful dream which you collect from something. It's kind of hard to explain. Cloth making is just basic stuff. So far, only we can make is a spruce cap. And cooking, we can cook this rat on a stick, roasted meat, and some eggs recipes. Tools, these are some basic tools we can make, and a torch. That's pretty much all we can make at this point. It's we don't have any skills whatsoever that besides this very starting one, so we'll get into that more. Anyways, that's the basic menu. And now we're going to go outside. This guy, I believe, if you were recommended by a friend